I would like to take a few moments to just introduce you to the restaurant management system. And the core or our topic for today is just understanding your restaurant, the rules of every individuals who will be working or who works in the restaurant. Yeah, so we're just looking at the organigram of a restaurant. Just so if you are a restaurant owner or you're planning to open a restaurant, then you should be looking at these different rules that constitute your restaurant. Just so you're very well aware about some of the requirements, and if you onboard technology services to play the role of the IT, we can go a long way to see how we can make provisions a more comfortable software or a reliable software that you can use to manage the various roles and the various sections in your restaurant. So that said, I just want you to have a look at this. So we at Technovis, we have a software which sits at the middle. Now, this is the restaurant software, management software, which goes a long way to manage all of these people who interact with the system. So it manages both the restaurant and even the workers at the restaurant. So in every restaurant setting, it usually begins with the owners of the restaurant. So they are the ones who come up with the whole idea. Okay, I am going to start a restaurant and it's going to be in this location. So they do all the groundwork, provide the finance and everything, rent the shop, set up the various sectors, provide the equipment and everything that is required in the restaurant, even the design, everything. They are the ones who work out everything. After they finish and you have a full-fledged restaurant, then they start onboarding these other roles. Now, in the mind of the owners of the restaurant, they start thinking about who is going to manage the restaurant. So they start thinking about this direction, the manager who is going to manage. He is the one who manages the daily operations report and then staff supervision, ensuring that things are going on well, the food are being prepared, the customers are being served, the customers are happy, the clients are coming. So he is the one to manage all of those things, ensuring that things are going smoothly at the restaurant. Now, in the mind of the restaurant owner, he's also thinking about who is going to be doing all my accounting work, making sure that all the financial transactions are accurate and the reports are also accurate, and also they are liaising with tax authorities to make sure that they are okay with the government. So he's thinking about this person getting an accountant on the ground. So this is an example of a typical way every restaurant is supposed to work. It's supposed to have this set of employees just to make sure that you eliminate areas where things are let's say you eliminate waste, eliminate loss of money and all this kind of stuff. Because if you decide to make your restaurant manager your accountant, then you're breaking the chain, and in breaking that chain, you're liable to get some results that probably might not be beneficial for the company, which is one of the reasons why you want to make that separation. Or you can either maybe talk to us and we can arrange an accountant that can be maybe visiting your place to make sure that they do all the accounting work and for a fee. Another thing that you want to worry more about is, okay, now that I have a manager, I have my accountant. The next thing is who is going to be the one to be selling. So we cross over to this other side, and you have here the front desk, who is also the cashier. So she or he is going to be the one who ensures that he receives the guest order, log them into the system, receive the money, and then give back the food to the guests if they are dining. So he gives them receipt. So he or she is the one responsible for the daily cash coming in, cash go out, and that kind of stuff. And at the end of the day, this person, this front desk cashier, have to print a report of the transactions that they've done for that day. When they print that report, they have to hand over the report to the accountant or the manager. So they can either hand it over to the accountant, and the accountant is going to do again another report and hand it over to the manager, just so they understand what actually transpired for that day. So they do this daily as long as the business is operational. So these three, they work, they have that kind of circle of reporting and all stuff. The manager now brings that report to the owners of the restaurant. Now, the other staffs that you find in the other staffs and maybe other partners or whatsoever that you find, like for example, the waiters, the waitress, these ones are the people who are responsible. They've been given the task to serve the customer. So when the order is placed at the front desk, then the waiters and the waitresses are the ones who actually take that order from the kitchen and then give it to the customers. Now, just for us to be able to understand, right below here, we have the kitchen staff, we have the HR personnel. Now, first of all, talk about the kitchen staff. So the kitchen staffs are the ones who actually do the cooking, they do the cleaning, they do they prepare almost everything um, that is being sold at the restaurant. So these are your kitchen staff. This is where they are. They receive the order that is from that is being placed at the cashier desk. They receive the order, they prepare the order for the waiters to come and take it. So the waiters come in, take it from the kitchen staff, go deliver it, come back. So they do that kind of process. So the way the system works is whenever an order is placed at the cashier desk, there is a big giant screen in the kitchen which shows the order that came in. That is our system. So it shows the order. They prepare the order, form the order, then it goes back and it shows the waiter that order is ready. The waiters go pick up the order, go deliver it. Now, there is also suppliers. So in every restaurant you have your suppliers. Like for example, it just depends how you run, whether you go and buy from the suppliers or the suppliers come and sell to you, whichever way you want to keep your suppliers. Because when you keep your suppliers, you show about let's say for example your income. Like for example, you have a steady price with your suppliers, so you can actually make a lot of estimates about your sales, about the cost, sorry, about your cost of production. So it's good to keep suppliers so that you have some steady pricing from your supplier. That said, um, we also have the HR personnel. This person is responsible for all the staffs who work in the restaurant. So he makes sure that the employees come to work on time, they leave work at the right time, they are they are being paid on time. So he's responsible. If an employee is sick, depending on the company policy, this HR person is the one who handles all of those things so that the others can focus on their work. Now, the next person that you see here are delivery drivers. So, the delivery drivers, these are people who are also working in synergy with the restaurant. They can be outsourced or they can be employees. So, they are the ones who take food to the customer's residence or wherever the customers are. And on this far right end, you have the tech support. Tech support, you can consider tech support as tech novice. So we can handle your tech support for the software. We can handle tech support for your internet connectivity. We can handle tech support for whenever you have any issue related to maybe software, hardware, uh, uh, networking, all of those things. Whenever you have anything related to that, you can call Technovis and you can come over. So just to give you that overview of the how the restaurant works. Just so that said, I will take a brief moment and then just give you a clue about how all of these people interact on the Technovis system. So let's check that. Good. So if you dive in on the Technovis system, I'll just go back one step. So I'm going to log in, and here you can see here we have the front office, which is the front desk, which is a cashier. The cashier deals with this most of the time. Meanwhile, the human resource, the accountants, the manager, all of them have interaction with the back office. So they are responsible for the back office. So when they get into the back office, they are responsible for this key thing: inventory, human resource, reports. So you can see all of this. So they are very, very like they have full mastery of how this back office works. So everybody gets in here and they can do their specific task that that has been assigned to them. So based on their different roles, they have specific responsibilities. So for example, when it comes to certain things, with this is certain things like putting settings in the system, this is done by tech support. When it comes to inventory, and that is done by mostly the manager. The manager manages those one. When it comes to human resource, you have the human resource personnel responsible for that. When it comes to reports, you have the accountants who actually does all of those things. Depending on the size of your restaurant, you might want to like merge some certain rules, which is relevant, but it is always good to ensure that um, the cashier, the accountant, and the manager are separate people. Yeah, just so that you can put some level of control. Now, usually, because we are operating in a country that's still adopting technology, so if you're worried, like for example, if you worry about, let's say, for example, the system and all this kind of stuff, you can get to us in time, and we have people that we've trained as cashier who can just come into to your place. I mean, I'm talking about people that we vet that they would work according to the standards that we've put in place. They can go there, work as a cashier, and ensure that everything is recorded and it's been sent to your accountants and it's been sent to the managers, reported properly. And you, because the person will work directly with us, if we can assure you that this person would do all his or her possible best to ensure that the records are straight and they will have full understanding of the system, means that all your data at any point in time will be recorded. We can ensure that. So that said, that is how the restaurant works, and I'm glad to share that with you. If you want to have software like this installed at your restaurant, please contact us, Technovis Technologies. We are located in Moliko, opposite the Moliko Stadium. So you would see the Technovis Technologies, and you can walk into our office and we can support you.